Os acessórios e equipamentos utilizados em nossas receitas você encontra no Armazém 2000.
That's my little spiel, but now I'm going to decorate a cake. I mean, I am the cake boss, right? So I'm not going to decorate one of the big fancy cakes that you would probably normally see on Cake Boss because first off, it would take, maybe 2 days or so, and we got about 10 minutes. But I want to show you some designs and ideas that maybe you could do at home so that your cakes will look a little bit more like mine. So let's see what we can do here. So let's pipe a border. I just kind of go around. Okay. Well, to be honest with you, the reason why I came alone and I didn't bring my family was because I was only here for a short amount of time. And my wife looked at my itinerary every day. And it started at 7 a.m. and it ended like at 11 o'clock at night. She's like, this doesn't sound like a vacation. And it's been jam-packed. And not in a bad way. I mean, just because, you know what? There's been a lot of people, if I'm here, they want me to do different things and stuff like that. But, after coming here and seeing how beautiful it is, I would definitely love to take my wife and children or my sisters here on a trip. My time's a little bit different than theirs. They have a little bit more free time than I do. So when I'm here, it's usually because I have to do something, whether it's filming or, business related. So, but next time I promise I'll bring the sisters. Actually, you could have one or two if you want. I'm not going to tell you which one or two, but you can imagine. The lobster tail, the sfogliatelle. It's a very hard. It's the hardest Italian pastry to make. My dad used to make them all the time. I would assist him, and I would kind of, this is a true story too. So I would learn, I would watch and stuff like that. But after he died, we had a lot of problems with it. It just wasn't coming out the same. We tried it, it was coming out the same, and I went home and I was so frustrated that night. And I just went to bed early. I just was so mad and so, whatever. I fall asleep. It's had to be about 5 or 6 months after my dad died. I go to bed, and it was the first time I ever dreamt of my father. He came to me in a dream, and I was like, Dad, wow, you're here. And that's what made it so surreal, because at the bakery, my dad was my best friend. He was my idol. But when we were at the bakery, when he taught me, he was like very assertive. And he said to me, I'm not here to play around with you today. He says, I'm here to show you how to pull sfogliatellas one more time. This is a true story. I get chills when I say it because it's true. And we started, and he was standing next to me, and I was standing here, and like piece by piece, we were doing all the motions of it. And by the end of the dream, there were two of me. And then I woke up. It was just weird. I woke up. The next day, I went in to work, and I was able to do it. A true story. Yeah, it's a true story. Well, this is the chain that my father wore. And after he died, I never take it off. And St. Anthony, San Antonio. So this was, one of the things that I feel like he's always with me. I feel like he's part of all this. Just even to give you a little story about my dad, tell you what a great guy he is. I tell this one story because it sums it up best. After my dad died, it was like 10 o'clock at night, the day that he died, or the day after. Me and my mom were at the house, and we were devastated. And my landscaper rang the bell. And this is March, so it's freezing in New Jersey. I mean, basically, the ground is frozen. So the landscaper comes and he rings the bell and he says to me and my mom, he said, I'm going to come here tomorrow and I'm going to plant flowers all in front of the house. And my mother's like, what, are you crazy? My husband just died and this and this. This man looked my mother in the eyes and he was crying. And he said, when the boss passes here for the last time, I'm going to make the house beautiful, the way that he liked to see it. He said, this is my gift to him. And I saw that man outside with a blow dryer, heating the soil to plant flowers for my father. And that was his gift. Because you know why? I remember being a kid, and he would be at the house, and he would say, buddy, give Steve and his guys a beer. Buddy, go to the store and get Steve and his guys a sandwich. He would talk to him. He was his friend. It mattered. But he did that with everybody. And that's how he got the nickname Buddy. Because his name wasn't Buddy. His name was really Bartolo. And when his friends couldn't pronounce his name, they said, we're going to give you an American nickname, but we're going to call you Buddy because it fits you. Because you're everybody's buddy. But think about that. That man stood there day and night with a blow dryer, heating the soil to plant flowers. And he said, I'm going to come the next day and rip them all out. He said, but because in America, when you die, the casket, they drive it by your house. And then they go to bury you. He said, when the boss comes here for the last time, the house is going to be perfect, the way that he liked it. Beautiful. He said, that's my gift to him. He says, I don't want nothing. And it was crazy. So that was my father. Yeah. Yeah.
E aí, gostou do vídeo? Clica no link da descrição, tem acesso a todo o nosso conteúdo digital e ainda recebe em sua casa 11 edições por ano, com passo a passo de receitas e toda a informação de que você precisa. www.cake2000.com.br.
Os acessórios e equipamentos utilizados em nossas receitas você encontra no Armazém 2000.